Hello, YouTube family. Yes, you're seeing my face today. And the reason why I'm coming to you today is because I thought about something interesting that I saw the other day. There's a particular YouTuber that I watch sometimes his videos, and I've only been following him some months now, not a real long time, even though he said that he's been on YouTube for about 5 or 6 years. But I noticed that he flip-flops with a lot of things. I don't know if that's his age or what it is. I can't really say that it's his age because not everybody that's in his age category is like that. But the reason why I'm saying that is because he said on a video he made a few days ago, he said that, oh, because I'm getting such negative feedback, I'm no longer going to be showing my family on my YouTube channel. If you all follow him, you know who I'm talking about. If you don't, oh well, because I'm not mentioning his name here. And I found it interesting that he said that one day and said the fact that, oh, he's not showing his family because he was getting so much negative feedback and blah, 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 whatever. But then the next day, he goes back and we're seeing his wife and his son. So I said, okay, I should be used to this by now because I've been following his page for a while and this is the way that he does. He kind of flip-flops. I haven't unsubscribed from his channel because I was just like, okay, maybe it'll get better because I've only been following him for a few months. And because of his age, but I can't say because of his age because my son is only a few months younger than this guy. And my son doesn't do that. I've never seen my son flip-flop and wishy-washy like this guy is. So, yeah, I'm not even going to say that maybe it's because of his age. But I'm saying all that to say this. How do you feel about YouTubers who actually show their families? There are a few YouTube channels that have a large following that I watch the videos and I watch them interact with their spouses and them interact with their children. And I think it's a beautiful thing because the way that things go. But I know me personally, I just feel like, for me personally, I just feel like my channel just needs to be solo. I don't need to be showing my family and what's going on with my family. Because this channel, when I made this channel, it wasn't about my family. I made it for my own personal journey and to talk with people about different things, different life things that may be near and dear to my heart, or things that I feel like they needs to be addressed or put out there. And I just find it interesting when I do see these channels, and I also wonder, this is what I wonder too, because these two channels that I watch where they do show their families, they're full-time YouTubers with millions of followers. And I know that they're making substantial income from their followings. One family that I watch, they just moved into a house in Texas. Another family that I watch, they have some type of mansion in Vegas. And like I said, both of them are very, they come off as very loving and caring. But like I said, I just wondered how it affects, because with me personally, I just don't feel like it's the need to show my family on here. And I feel like that's just too much personal detail for the internet. That's just me personally. And I just wonder how it affects their marriage and their family life. Let me turn this AC back on for a minute. If you hear something, don't worry about it. It's just my air conditioning because it's getting a little hot in here. Because I have the windows up because I'm at the park, and I'm at the park and I don't want to open the doors up. I'm opening the windows up right now because I don't feel like dealing with the bugs. But getting back to what I was saying. Yeah, I just wonder how it affects their marriage. I mean, being so that you're exposing a big part, probably, and matter of fact, it's 3 YouTube channels that I view that actually show their family life. One, she has a big family. I love it, the fact that she's always cooking for a family. I think it's about 8 or 9 children she has. I can't remember. It's about 8 or 9 children that she has. And her and her husband just came from a cruise. If you follow these channels, then you already know who I'm talking about. And it seems like they're all of the channels that I follow, they seem very loving and caring, which is a beautiful thing. But that's all I'm wondering, like, when the cameras go off, how are you dealing with the fact that majority of the time your family life is on camera and you're doing whatever you have to do because you're a full-time content creator and you're making these videos in order for you to bring in income, for you and your spouse to bring in income, to maintain a roof over your head, to keep driving in your cars, to take care of your kid and yourself. And wow, just it made me backtrack. And it's a 4th content creator that I follow too. Wow, that she's actually from the area I'm from, where but she doesn't show her kids and her partner all the time. It's just sometimes she'll show them, but not all the time. Not every video she has them in, which I like the fact that it's not a constant thing where she's constantly showing them. Sometimes she has videos where it's just her and she's cooking in the kitchen and this and that, which is also a beautiful thing. But yeah, I just wonder how the ones that always are showing their kids or their husband all the time, I'm just wondering seriously how it affects their marriage. Because I'm just like, a constant having the camera shoved up in your face all the time. I was just wondering how that will be. That's just me. That's just me personally. That's just something. Just because I wouldn't do it doesn't mean that somebody else should or shouldn't do it. It's just interesting to me, and I think about that sometimes. How does it affect things when they're off camera? I remember seeing videos where people were saying that some content creators, and I can't remember these content creators' names offhand, but I remember this was either last year or the year before. There were content creators where they were showing, their whole page was about them and their spouse, or them and their partner, or whoever the person was. And I remember that it came out that once they broke up, it did something to the channel. I remember one person in particular, he was supposed to be some type of motivational speaker. And I remember them saying that, and sometimes he would show his wife, and she never looked happy. She never looked happy. She always looked like she was miserable. And it came out that he was basically a narcissist. And he was abusive towards her. That's the reason why she was going through all the things that she was going through. But yet and still, this man was he was showcasing his wife like he was a perfect family man. And behind the scenes, he was abusing her. And I think at one point, she might have exposed who he really was. But of course, he still maintains a lot of followers from what I do remember about this guy. And I just wonder about those things sometimes when I see that type of stuff. And they have their family, and they're promoting their family, and everything is good and everything. But sorry about that. I got 11 minutes into the video and it just flipped. But sorry about that. Yeah, I just wonder exactly how that is. What's really going on, and and how they're handling it as a married couple or a partnership or whatever the case may be. So if you have feedback on this whole situation, sorry about that again. Maybe I should hold this camera. If you have feedback about that whole situation and what I just talked about, oh, and another thing too, if you have feedback about what I just talked about, please leave it in the comments. Or if you got anything to say about, oh, the camera's all over the place, it'll flip or whatever. When I bring videos, I want them to be raw and uncut. And that's just me. I'm very real in my real life. I don't sit up there and sugarcoat anything. And that's just me. The fact that I want this channel to be real and uncut. I don't want it to be where you seeing anybody fake here, because that's just not me. So I thought I'd come to you, say what I need to say, and just tell me what you think about what I said about the married couples and stuff, or partners. And if you have good, bad, or whatever, just leave a comment. But always like and subscribe to this channel. And I will see you on the next video. And since I've gone through everything that I went through in my last video, where I was saying that I was taking some time out to grieve for my grandmother, I'm going to start posting more videos this time on this page. And also I'm starting up a new page too. So maybe you'll find it, maybe you won't, I don't know. But it's completely different than this page, and it's a faceless page. All right, so take care, be blessed, like and subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye.